Just about 15 minutes to go until polling locations open across the state. You need to be in line or have your ballot turned in by 7 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, now as you get ready to vote this morning, we do have Secretary of State Jena Griswold joining us live this morning. Ms. Secretary, thank you so much for being with us here. I know it's a little bit early. Now, you've been in office since 2018. Election security, of course, such a big topic of conversations the last few years. What has your office done and what is it currently doing to make sure that our elections are secure?
Well, good morning. Happy Election Day. Thank you for having me on. And Colorado's elections are incredibly secure. And we take election security and accessibility as paramount tasks. To be clear, Coloradans vote on a piece of paper. They cannot be hacked. We have bipartisan oversight over every single step of the election. Voting equipment is tested, signatures are verified, and then we've increased security over the last couple of years, including requiring having badge-in access to access any voting equipment and having 24/7 surveillance.
And just looking at some of the most recent numbers that you've been sharing, that shows about 855,000 people have voted as of Sunday. That's about 19% of our registered voters. How is that comparing to previous elections for what you were expecting this year?
We actually have updated numbers as of a couple minutes ago. As of midnight last night, over 1,057,000 Coloradans have voted. And that is tracking at just over a 25% turnout rate as of last night, and is very similar to what we saw in the 2023 coordinated election. Of voters who have cast a ballot, 41%, just over 41%, have been cast by unaffiliated voters, 29.5% by Democratic voters, and 27.9% by Republican voters. And of the voters who have already voted, the vast majority, over 99%, have chose to use their mail ballots. Of course, those figures are going to change today. We expect to have pretty high turnout. You do get a rush of folks who cast their ballot on Election Day, as well as folks who decide to go vote in person at a voting center. Polls open at 7 a.m. They're open until 7 p.m. There is still plenty of time to vote. So I encourage your viewers to grab your ballot. It does no good sitting on that kitchen counter. Please drop it off at a drop box or a voting center. Or of course, you could still register to vote and cast a ballot all the way up to 7 p.m. today.
Yep, just 13 minutes to go till those polling centers open. Sure to be a busy day around the state. Secretary of State Jena Griswold, thank you so much.